Hello and welcome to episode 86. My name's Julie from salessewunique and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, first off, I just want to say hello and a big welcome to new subscribers. Thank you for joining me on my channel. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you enjoy seeing the content. Well, I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's had a nice week. The weather here has been terrible. It's done nothing but rain. We get a little odd bit of sunshine, and today it's just rained and rained all day, and I've got wet a few times. I'd only just washed my hair last night and I've got flat hair again today, so it's not very nice. And I'm enjoying a nice cup of Yorkshire tea while I have a little chat with you. I hope you've managed to get some crafting done this week. I've been sewing and sewing. So I've been busy and it's basically closed for my holiday because, as you know, we're going away soon. So I can just see I'm not going to wear half of these clothes because the weather's not going to be nice. Because I don't know when we're going to get some sunshine. I'm hoping we do get something soon. Right, well, I think first off I'll start off with what I have been making this week. Well, I purchased a PDF pattern, Tilly and the Buttons, this week, and this is the Stevie, and it's a top and a dress. So that is the Stevie. Now if you can see on, oh, you probably can't see, yeah. It's a nice, it's like a t-shirt, but I've got mine in cotton and I am wearing one now. I know you're not going to see much of it, but it's got sleeves that are already in on the t-shirt. It's got a back yoke, if you can see it, and we've got a button and a little loop. But to be honest, you can slip this on over your head. It was a relatively easy make, and I didn't realise Tilly and the Buttons did PDF patterns. I was looking, I've been looking for different style of tops, something quick and easy that I can just run up quickly and that doesn't have buttons. I didn't want to do any buttonholes, not just before my holiday. Anyhow, I came across Tilly and the Buttons site, which I've not been on a site before, or the Tilly patterns that I've bought have been on Amazon. Anyhow, I downloaded the pattern, printed it off, spent, what day did I do it? Saturday. It was on Saturday I started sticking pattern pieces together. Now, I printed the test square off. It measured, I think it was a 2-inch square, and it measured 2-inch square. Anyhow, when I come in to put the pieces together, some of the lines, like on the curve, like for the armhole, they just sort of disappeared. And the pattern, all the pattern pieces did not go together very well. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the pattern. It could just be my printer. So I measured, I put it together the best I could, and then when I looked again I could see some of the lines didn't match up between the top layer and the bottom layer on the lines. I'd made a mistake there, so I sort of rectified that. And then the back piece is obviously having a yoke in. It's got just a little bit of a curve for the armhole, but that didn't match up with my front because I had to alter the sizing because I'm between 3 sizes, because I did the bust measurement, the waist measurement, the hip measurement, but I also did round the tummy area, as you know, I keep saying I've got a spare tyre, which I have, so I've made it, had to grade it out a bit, and like I said, the curve bit didn't sort of match up quite right. So this t-shirt that I'm wearing, this is a wearable 12, so I can actually wear it, and I'm probably going to wear it for work. And I just did it in some cheap cotton that I've got in the shop, and as you can see it's white, but it's got like little pebbles on. It's really nice, and it's a slightly heavier weight quilting cotton, I would say. Yes, you can see through, as you can see here, because you can see the yoke, but I've done a plique on this kind of thing for quilts, and they're fine. It's lovely. So I thought, oh, I'll wash it first, obviously, before I do this shirt, and see if it will soften up a little bit. And it did a little bit, but not enough to sort of hang and drape nice. But like I say, it's a wearable twirl, and I can use it. So I thought, right, well, I'm going to make some more, and I'm going to have a faff around with the pattern, with the curve. And I managed to sort it out and sort of cut round it. And when I come to put the other two tops together that I've made, under the armhole bit, the curves matched up. So I managed to sort it out, which was good. So like I say, I'm really pleased with it. It's nice and simple. Now on the pattern it did tell you to stitch down here. I'm sure it was all the way around. It might have been just the back, I'm not sure, but I decided I wasn't going to do that because I've attached my facings to the shoulder seams here, and with it being a nice cotton it just lays flat, so that's fine. So I'm quite happy with it. I mean, it's a lovely easy pattern, beginner friendly, I would say, easy to make. Sewing pattern for beginners, yeah, it definitely is, but you don't have to be a beginner to like a simple top. But I think it would be really nice in some lovely like floaty fabric, which I will be probably doing, using some of my fabrics up soon, making floaty tops. But I think it'll be autumn colours, hopefully next, and maybe Christmas. Anyhow, I'll show you the next Stevie top that I've made. Now this is called In Bloom, and I absolutely love this fabric. And this is a cotton. It's a softer cotton, so you can see there's a little bit more drape on this one, and I've got a nice sort of lilac-y button on there, and this one went together really, really well. And like I said, I'm really pleased with this. And this fabric is called In Bloom, which I do have it on my website if anybody's interested in it. But yeah, lovely pattern to sew. So that's that one. Now the next one is another white one. Now this is a nice fabric, and this is softer. I didn't want to use this to start with, just in case I needed to adjust the pattern or anything, but this is a white one, and I don't know if you'll see it, but it's got like little tiny flowers on there. I'm not sure if it's picking up. I think I can see it. So this is a slightly dearer fabric, and it worked really well, and it went together really well, so I'm really pleased with this one. Now this, I had to do another white one because this is an outfit. Excuse me. So the next two things I'm going to show you is going to go with this. Now I haven't got any photographs of me wearing any of these because the weather's not been that good, so I'm going to wait. Hopefully when I'm on holiday and I can wear these, if the weather's nice, then yeah, we'll get some pictures. So what I've made is another pair of trousers, and I've used the viscose that I bought from Hobbycraft. So these are the trouser pattern, the derby trousers from Stylark, and this fabric is very, very floaty, and they feel really nice on. I tried them on and they're lovely, and I did wash my fabric before I cut anything out, just in case there's any shrinkage. But yeah, that was from Hobbycraft, and I don't think they've got any more in, because I had a look on the website to see if I could get any more, because I thought I might make a top to go with them, which I would have liked, but I couldn't find anything at all, which I was a bit disappointed about, but never mind. I'll think about that next time I buy. And then the next thing I've got to show you is, it's the kimono. So that is the pattern. It's a Simplicity S9124, and I've made B. I've made the longer one, and I think I was between sizes on this one as well. But it is baggy. It's not tight fitting or anything, and it fits lovely. It really does. And this is the one. And this is, oh, there we go. And this is the double gauze that I got from Hobbycraft. So it's got a band on the arm, and it's got the band around the neck and down the front. Now, this actually took me most of the afternoon and the evening yesterday to do, because when you attach your two pieces of facing, I mean, it did tell me to put interfacing in, but I don't want to iron this fabric, because I think with double gauze you've got to decide whether you want to iron or not, and that's what whichever you pick, that's what you've got to do. So I chose not to iron because I like the crinkled effect. So I didn't put any interfacing in, and to be honest, I think it's fine. I didn't need it. I did put my walking foot on. Actually, I'll pop it on so you can see what it's like. I did use my walking foot because I needed it. I did test the fabric out on my overlocker, and it did stretch it a little bit, but when I'd already put my main stitching line on, it didn't stretch after that. And I totally forgot to put my 70 needle in, and I left my 90 in, and it stitched through fine on the fabric. It didn't leave any holes or any white marks or anything, so I was really pleased with that. But I was so glad I'd got a walking foot. It did take, like I say, a while to do, because when you're overlocking and you've got dark coloured threading on a dark coloured fabric, it's a little bit hard to see. It's not put me off from using double gauze. I would definitely use it again. Whether I'd make another kimono in it, I don't know. Because I had trouble with the neck. Now I did my seam allowance correctly, but the back neck piece wasn't long enough, so I don't know whether it sort of stretched out or anything, but I had to put a piece in, which is fine. It's dark coloured, it's not going to show up, and it doesn't really spoil the effect. It fits nice, so all in all I'm really pleased with it. But I think I will make another kimono at some point in I don't know, I might have a pattern fabric, something like that. Yeah, a different kind of fabric, I think. But yeah, it was a nice stitch, and I'm glad I've made it, because I've been wanting a short kimono for a very long time. Right, I'll just pop that there. So I think that's all the dressmaking I've done this week. I'm not going to share this with you today. I am sort of making a bag. I've got a free pattern, and I think I'll keep that for next week and talk about it next week, because I don't know what sort of vlog I'm going to put up next week, because as you know, I am doggy sitting from Saturday, and I don't think you want to see Milo all week. So I need something to put in for next week's vlog. So I thought I might do, if I can get the bag finished before next week's vlog, then I thought I can talk about that, and Milo can have an appearance, and I'll see what else I can do. But yeah, so I'm keeping that for next week. So I'm hoping this is going to go together really well, and yeah, like I say, it's a free pattern, so I'll be able to show where the pattern comes from, but like I say, I will do that next week. I'm just going to have a sip of tea now. Okay, well, purchases. What have I bought this week? Not too much, but I did buy the Stevie pattern, so that's one thing that I got. And the other thing is I got some fabric in a sale from a lovely shop online called First for Fabrics, I think it is, that's it. And this is a cotton jersey, and it's got little toadstools on. I thought this might make some really nice pyjamas. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, or like t-shirt and short type style pyjamas as well. I don't know how much did I buy. I think I got 2.5 meters of this, so that should make something. Whether I make them for myself or I make it for Adele, I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. She likes toadstools. And the next one I bought, this, I really love this one. Blue. I seem to be drawn to blue and green these days, but I love this. Yet again, this is a stretchy one. I don't think it says anything. It's a nice stretchy one. So yeah, it's got a 4-way stretch on this one, so that is lovely. I'm not sure what I'm making at the minute, but when I do, I will share it with you. But yeah, I love this. And like I said, this was in the sale. And then the third piece of fabric that I got from them is really nice, really nice. It feels satiny. Now, I'm not really sure what it is. I'll have to have a look on my receipt. But it's ferns, and it's lovely. And I must admit, this would make a nice kimono. So, oh dear, you have to watch this space, or a nice blouse or something, or another Stevie top or something. So, yeah. So that's really all I have bought this week. That's that. Let me just check there's nothing under here. No, that's it. Right, well, the next thing we're going to have a little chat about is my cross stitch. My pumpkin cross stitch. So I've forgotten to bring it out here, so I'm just going to go and fetch it and I'll be back in a second. Right, I've got my cross stitch. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody who left me a lovely comment last week on my dilemma of what to do with my cross stitch since I'd made a big mistake. And especially to Sarah Jane for suggesting that I put a smaller pumpkin on each end and making it unique to me, hence my name of So Unique, which is, you are so right. So thank you so much for that. But everybody's comments were great, and I took them all on board and I had to think about it. And I had a little bit of unpicking to do at the weekend, because on the bottom row there, I don't know if you can see it, there's 2 crosses and 6 crosses. Well, I'd done half of this line in 1 cross, 6 crosses. I had to unpick that and I restitched it. So what I've got to do now, there's enough room for the pumpkin on that side, and there is enough room for a small pumpkin on this side. So I'm going to have to unpick this border down here and probably unpick the bird an all an H. So yeah, I hate unpicking cross stitch. It takes forever to do, but it'll be sorted, and I think that's going to work out lovely, because there is a pattern for the end pumpkin, so I haven't got to change that. But then I'm going to have to think about what sort of design I put on here. But at least I can start unpicking, and I can just do a little bit as I go along. So hopefully the next time you see this, it probably won't be for about 3 weeks until I share this, because I don't really know when I'm going to get a chance to work on it, because as you know, I'm looking after Milo, and there's no chance that I will be able to sit and cross stitch, because he will get into my little pouch here and he'll be off with the contents as he likes to snuffle around in bins and buckets and things like that. So, and when I'm on holiday, the lighting's never usually brilliant, so I'll probably just have to leave it at home, which I don't mind doing. It'll give me a break. But what I would like to try and do, obviously, before I go away, is to unpick that cross stitch. So hopefully we'll be back on track soon, which I'm really looking forward to this to be finished, so I can have it up on my wall for autumn. Right, so I need to have a drink now. Oh, I think that's all I've got to share with you this week. I'm just having a look around my craft room to see if I've forgotten anything. Oh, there is one little thing I've forgotten to share. I've had these for a few weeks now, and I keep forgetting to show that I bought myself some pattern weights, and these came from Etsy. So what I'll do now is pop a little clip in so you can see what they look like. They're really good. I mean, basically it's 2 sets of weights that's joined together, and they're bound in by a spine, and it's got a little loop on, but they're really nice, and they weigh, I think, 185 grams per weight, and they are perfect because the weights I've already got very slim discs, and they don't weigh that much, so they don't really hold the pattern down properly. But I think I'm going to look into getting some more. I might ask Kevin to get me some for Christmas. I'd like some cotton bobbin ones that are filled, but have them, so long as they've got a good weight to them. So that's what I'm thinking of anyhow. At least it's something I want. Well, I think what I'm going to do, as you know, like I said, I'm looking after Milo and then I'm away. So the vlogging is going to be a little bit different. I think for the next 2 weeks, I am going to try and film some things before I go, so I can, oh gosh, what's it called? So I can put them on YouTube and set the date and time that I want them to go live. Like I said, it's probably going to be a little bit different for the next 2 weeks. I know one that I've got, I'm going to do an unboxing video, so that is a fabric unboxing. I'm going to do that, and because that's just arrived today, so I'm probably going to film this in a little bit and save it. And then I know I've got some more fabric coming, so I might put that, so that'll be 3 videos to go over the next 2 weeks. And while I'm looking after Milo, if I get out around the town, because we're not far from the town centre where I'm staying, and I don't know, I might just take my phone out one day and just have a wander around without Milo, otherwise he'll be pulling me and I'll be losing my phone. And just see what I can get, see what I can share. I'm going to take some sock knitting. I've got another ball of yarn in my bag for the year for my socks, so I think this is the last pair, really for this year, but I'll probably do some more. That's the Giddy Yarns gobstocker ball of yarn, which I'm going to start that, and I might take my crochet bee with me, because while I'm looking after Milo, I am still going to work, but I am reducing my hours down and my days, so I'm only going to be in the shop Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and I will be finishing at 1 o'clock so I can catch the bus and get back to him so he's not on his own for too long. So yes, it's going to be a fun week, something different, and I'm looking forward to having some time with him and taking him out for some walks and things like that. So yes, that's going to be what's coming. So thank you for joining me this week, and I will see you all again soon. Well, I'll see you all again next week, but yeah, so take care everyone. I hope the weather perks up for you wherever you are, and if you're not in the UK, I hope the weather is not too hot for you, because I've not actually seen the news and I don't really know what's going off in Europe and the rest of the world regarding the weather. So I will see you all again soon. So thank you for joining me. Bye for now.